Hey everyone, Ramshackz here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, and today I'm bringing you guys some gameplay footage of me using the Tier 6 French Cruiser La Galissonniere. I have no idea if I pronounced that right, so you can leave a comment down and tell me how bad I butchered that if you want. But anyway, on this map, we started in the far right position. We are moving down southeast, trying to basically guard our flank from opposing ships. Now we get spotted from airplane here, and you can see we got several battleships and cruisers already in view, and it's not looking good for me. We've only got one battleship pretty far back behind us, and so I take more of a defensive posture here. I'm going to go and angle my boat away from the incoming battleships, so if there is any fire, I can go hopefully get some deflects on them. I go ahead and keep firing here because I'm already spotted, so I hope I can get some pot shots off. I'm lucky enough I already get a fire going on one of the ships. But I'm going to go ahead and try to use the islands of cover and kind of get into a better defensive position here. You can see I'm switching targets pretty frequently, basically just looking at the best target of opportunity. I'm using my HE shells because the idea is to just kind of spread some fires early, get some damage on the board, and just basically guard the flank so they don't push in and surround our team. Now my team looks to be a bunch of potatoes. They've basically merged all their ships over on the west side of the map. So we're not getting a lot of support from our middle spawn. But that's okay. We're going to keep firing some shots here. I haven't been terribly accurate, but hopefully we can go ahead and start getting some hits. Now see, I keep changing my speed up here because I'm trying to throw the enemy battleships off. I'm playing pretty recklessly, actually. I've got a full broadside to a battleship broadside. So don't always play the way I play here. But we're going to go ahead. We're still getting those shots off. We're getting some hits. Unfortunately, no fire there. But, you know, we're not getting a lot of views, and we're in kind of a bad position. You know, I just take a huge citadel there, so we pick our speed back up, and I'm trying to get behind this island for some cover, because going toe-to-toe with a battleship and a French cruiser is not is not going to be a good time. So you can see here, moving over, we find some additional ships. I'm going to go ahead and open fire on them, hopefully get a couple shots off before... you can see I get a fire there on the first shot, so I get pretty lucky. But I'm trying to get behind this island. I'm going to stop, and I really want to get the shot off. I switched to my AP rounds. I do some good damage there, but I just can't get the shot off in time. So my plan is slow down, back up, use this island for some coverage, and hopefully get some damage going. Now the Queen Elizabeth takes... looks like a citadel there from other ships, so we're gonna go ahead, hopefully get some damage off, maybe finish her off here. Unfortunately, two of my guns get blocked by the island there, and we're gonna go ahead and fire this and see if we can clear the mountain. And a couple of our shells do, but not all of them, so I'm gonna take a look and then see what else we can see, if there's another target of opportunity.
Thank you.
Get the Nuremberg way out here. We're going to lead it pretty far. I have no idea if that's going to hit. But we'll take the shot because we're going to get into cover here, so no harm. The Emerald goes into some smoke. Alright, now we have the get some pretty good shots there. Gonna lead just a little bit more. You can see I adjust my aim. We're trying to get those citadels on this. I was pretty happy with the aim there. We're gonna move it just a little forward. They haven't adjusted. They're still giving me their full broadside. And I just crush a Citadel right there. So if we can get one more of those, we may be able to finish this guy off. Now take some more damage because I'm playing pretty ballsy here. We do another chunk, but unfortunately it's not enough. We get pretty lucky to do a deflect on those incoming shells. We're going to fire over this mountain, but someone else gets to clear. And we just got in time a dodge there from those incoming shells. We find ourselves in a bad position. We have the Nuremberg after us. And then we're in range of the Emerald, which is in the cloak, or in the smoke there, and then the New Mexico. So we take a defensive angle, trying to get those positive angles on us, on the enemy shells. Move the ship here so I can get a full broadside. And hopefully we can hit the New Mexico there.
Torpedoes to port.
I get my torpedo warning. Now, unfortunately, our friend in the battleship is going to eat a few here.
Engine boost deactivated.
And that's unfortunate for our team, but we're going to keep... I switch back, as you can see, I switched back to the HE rounds because the New Mexico is not giving me a good angle. So instead, I hope to get some fires going. And then I see the Emerald come around here, which is a much softer target, much closer, easier to hit. Will give me full broadside, so I switch back to AP after that HE round. And he's slowing down, so we keep adjusting our aim, and we're hoping that's a good hit right there. He starts slowing down. Unfortunately, he slowed his room, so we're gonna see how that goes. It feels good. Boom, Citadel. So, and what might be the most unfortunate sound effect in the game, confirmed penetration comes across the gameplay mic. Oh man, crushing it. 3 more Citadels. I really want that kill, but unfortunately the island's providing too much coverage. So we're going to stop, kind of assess our situation in the map. As you can see, I've basically sailed full broadside from one end to the other, trying to pick up as much damage as we did. 46,000 damage, so 5 Citadels so far, so we're not doing too bad. I'm going to go ahead and turn the ship around.
Engine boost activated.
We're going to pop engine boost, and I think I get an idea in my head that we're going to go around these islands. We got two enemy battleships that are pushing through the islands. I think getting on this side of the map, I'm trying to limit the exposure I have to the enemy ships that are pushing into us. So I think by coming across here, we can get on the New Mexico, maybe get some torpedoes out, or finish off the Emerald that's hiding behind this island right now. We're basically just looking to see what targets of opportunity present themselves. Just checking my torpedo range, seeing what the angle looks like. Now they do have an airplane up, but we're pretty far out of range. But it does start to come this way, so I'm worried that we're going to get spotted and ruin our surprise. Yep, and there it is. But the New Mexico is giving us full broadside. I switched to my AP rounds. I see he's backing up. We're just going to go ahead and get a couple rounds off and then try to duck behind this island for coverage. We actually do a pretty good amount of damage there, so I'm pretty happy with that. We get a second round off before the island blocks our view, so I'm feeling pretty good here. Not as much damage on the second volley as I wanted, but still, we're trying to chunk it down. As you can see, we've put this island between us and the rest of the enemy battleships. Now, the guns still aren't pointed at me, so I'm feeling okay right now. We just get spotted, and he fires another round out, so I'm feeling pretty ballsy right now. We're doing good damage with these AP rounds. He's got another 20 seconds or so before I know I have to worry about him. I don't see the guns turning yet. So we're just going to go ahead and keep firing here and trying to keep this broadside. I'm firing a little bit too far in advance. I'm hitting those guns, which are probably the heaviest armored pieces. So I need to get my, yeah, there we go. Get those guns firing just a little bit further behind. Hit that superstructure. And then we get a first wave of return fire. We get pretty lucky there, don't take too much damage. I'm thinking we can get this New Mexico down. Now, those guns are looking right at me. I'm in a Galissonniere, which are not known for being tough ships. And now we're getting an unfavorable angle. So I'm playing pretty recklessly right now. Battleship. Going broadside with a battleship, but he's so close. I'm feeling pretty good. We do another big chunk of damage there. I'm hoping I can finish him off with this shot. I see the shot, so I'm going to go ahead and just try to dodge. Take a pretty bad hit there. Down to 5,000 hit points. But I know I got about 20 seconds. And I think this is going to finish him off. There we go. Get the kill. Up to 70,000 damage. Get our first kill on the board finally. And now we're going to whip around and try to take the enemy base. Now they're already capping our base here, so we're in a pretty rough spot. The California's moving to interrupt us. Like, thankfully he's firing at the battleship behind me. He's giving me a pretty good angle with the AP rounds, but I switch back to the HE rounds, see if I can start some fires. Not quite in torpedo range yet, so... We get 2 fires on that. Check the torpedo range. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those off. Now he uses his damage control here, so I can't get the fire for about another 20 seconds or so, but we're gonna keep firing. He's still not giving me the greatest angle for me to want to switch back to AP yet. He's kind of coming at me with that 40, 45 degree angle.
Engine boost activated.
We're doing decent damage with the HE. And then he goes to give me full broadside here. So I switch back to AP. And I'm really lucky to get that last fire going right before I switch to AP. And there we go. We get a big 2,500 damage hit. I get a torpedo. And we get flooding. So now we got a fire and flooding. His damage control should be down. So hopefully that racks up some pretty good damage. And finally, that ends the match with me getting popped right there. I didn't think we were going to win that anyway. Our team didn't really play too well to support us, but we ended up with 104,000 damage, 206 target hits, 1 torpedo hit, 1 in-cap, 1 ship destroyed, 5 fires, 1 flooding, 5 citadels, and we got a secondary score there too. So overall, great game. And I'll see you guys next time.